I mean, normally when you've done this many movies in a franchise, you're either like invading New York or dolls having kids or looking for a pot of gold in space. Nope, not here, because the Predator franchise has decided to finally start making like serious films that are great. And you know what? I'm freaking here for it, dude. Yeah. Hey guys, welcome to my Predator Badlands movie review. And please excuse my voice, it's going to be kind of coming and going because haunt season just ended and I was at Nightmare Village just working the haunt and it was awesome. But yeah, it's still not right, but we'll get there. But in this video, I want to just touch real quick on my feelings of the Predator franchise. So you know where I'm coming from. Give you my Predator Badlands movie review that I will be keeping spoiler free. I might do a follow-up video because I definitely want to elaborate on some stuff. And also rate Predator Badlands using my super sophisticated 5-star rating system. And end this video by just going over why I think this movie is special and what it means for the franchise. That might be good or bad. But yeah, the Predator franchise, dude, that thing's been around forever. The first movie, obviously, is some iconic 80s B movie that, yeah, dude, like, get to the chopper and all that stuff. Like, yeah, man. Predator 2, yeah, sure. You have Alien versus Predator, you have Predators, Predator, the Predator, Predatored, all the freaking Predator, yeah, whatever. And these movies are always like, they're good movies. Like, I mean, they're good. I mean, they're fun to watch, dude. But then they're kind of forgettable afterwards. And then Prey came out and I was like, what is this? Dude, Prey to me was like the best Predator movie of all. It was the first Predator movie that I'll say was an actual great film. One of my favorites, if not my favorite of that year. I can't believe to this day that thing came out streaming. That should have been an IMAX. Yeah, well, you know what? They didn't screw up a second time because Predator Badlands is badass and it's in the theater. What's the difference with all this? It really has to come down to Dan Trachtenberg. This is the guy that basically directed Prey, Killer of Killers, which is the animated film right in between Prey and Badlands, and he also directed Badlands. He actually wrote and directed Prey. And clearly, this guy gives a crap about this freaking IP, dude. Yeah, man, like, there's so much love in these films that you could tell, bro, this guy's like a fan. And his love for these movies continues with Predator Badlands. Dan, the director, opens up the freaking mythology of predators. They even have names now. They're called like a Hachui, Chua, I can Google it, Hatua? No, that's not it. Yeah, it's something like that, but they have a name now. Like aliens, they were always called, like, there were xenomorphs. Now predators have their name. It's not just their name, it's kind of like their culture you get to look at. And it reminds me of very like samurai. And something else that really kind of like took me back is that these predators actually, like, they talk. I mean, they're not like, yo, bro, what's up or anything like that, but they have their own language and they communicate. And once you see there's communication, it changes things, like, just mentally, because you see them so differently. It's not just the guys that are in the freaking woods shooting shit at you. No, bro, like, you're like, oh my God, these things have like personality. I mean, not too much personality, but yeah. And I'll tell you right now, the first time I saw this trailer, I was a little disappointed they weren't continuing Prey. But what I was really disappointed with was on the freaking hair, dude. That hairstyle, I was like, what is this crap? I totally get it now. I'll let you watch the movie, dude. Yeah. As you saw in the trailer, the Predator basically hooks up, not like hooks up, but you know what I mean? But like gets together with like a freaking synthetic droid and they team up, dude, on a mission. The synthetic, oh my God, dude, played by Elle Fanning. Bro, she killed it in this, dude, because even like, yeah, you have the CGI and stuff and you see it in the thing, she's half a body. But dude, the way she talks, her mannerisms, her physicality, when she's like just leaned over like that and stuff like that, bro, that takes some work, man. And you know what? She nails it. She's also very wholesome. And that's one thing with this movie that's very risky, dude, not to get into detail. There's communication and connection and chemistry with them. And there are moments that are very lighthearted. I thought it was like kind of family friendly. And it wasn't too much. It's not like freaking Disney princesses who were coming out of the Predator's ass or anything. But yeah, it was there were some moments of levity and there was some moments of this. And I'm like, is this a Predator film? But guess what? It freaking works, dude. Don't ask me how, but it does. And let's be honest, man. We've had freaking 40 years of, oh, what's that in the woods? Oh, it's going to attack us now. Oh, no, we got to figure out what it is. Oh, like how many times are we going to do that shit, bro? Seriously. I mean, at least in Prey, they had bow and arrows, so it wasn't just like machine guns, but still, bro. So it's nice that they kind of like have, you know, this franchise had to go somewhere. And that somewhere is making the Predator our friend. I'm not saying he's like high-fiving you, but he's a protagonist. Yes. And you like him and there's like a connection and you're just like, is this supposed to work? But again, it does. And this movie also has very great storytelling. And the obvious out of the way, it's a great looking picture. It sounds great. If you could watch this on freaking IMAX, I definitely recommend it. And the storytelling, it doesn't waste time. It fills its time right. And I'm super happy to say it's an hour and 47 freaking minutes. It wasn't like, oh, let's make it 2 hours and a half so people feel it's important. No, bro, there's no bloating in this movie. And I will say it's not a horror movie. This is a freaking action film. It's an action buddy film with a lot of heart and sentiment. And you're just like, huh? There's also some like fan service of like not just the Predator franchise, but I will say it's so organic. It does not feel forced at all. There's no Millennium Falcon just popping out of somewhere or some shit. No, bro, like it feels totally like it's part of the story. It feels natural, and you can't help to be a little bit giddy when you see stuff like this, and I'm not going to get into it. No. And I will say for purists that maybe are like, I don't want to see the Predator as like a nice guy or anything, without getting into detail towards, there are moments that are pretty brutal, and you do see Predator go all like freaking Predator, bro. Yeah. And yes, it's PG-13. They worked a way around it not being like a bloodfest or anything. It's a clever way they did it, and it works. But yeah, it's still a brutal film, bro. Absolutely. You could still bring the kids, though. That's cool. Guys, in the end, Predator Badlands is a blast. It's one of those movies that you're just like, I had a good time coming out of here. Everyone that came out of the screening freaking loved it. So it's like, yeah, bro, like if you're into like Predator and you're into like good shit and you just want a movie that you feel like you really got your money's worth and it's fun and it's popcorn, dude, and it actually has some heart, bro, Predator Badlands is awesome. And to me, it is, Prey's still my absolute freaking favorite of the Predator movies, but I'll say Predator Badlands is probably number 2 now, man. Yeah. Now, I already touched on it, but yeah, the thing about making the Predator a protagonist and making him kind of the good guy, does it change the perspective of this entire freaking franchise? It's almost like Dream Warriors, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. I'll never forget this shit. Freddy was scary as hell in the first one. Second one wasn't that good of a movie, but he was still scary. Part 3 was considered by many the best sequel. And he was funny for the first time, but it also ruined the franchise in a sense because Freddy was never scary again after that. Same with the Predators. Now when I see a Predator just doing his job and hunting, like they have moral code. If you're not armed, he's not going to attack you. So there's some sort of code there at least. It's not like some freaking xenomorph alien prick that just wants to kill everybody. So yeah, like now does this change the way you see Predators in the future? And can Predators be scary again? Maybe they'll just, kind of have this be its own little universe, and they can do it. They could do 2 more follow-up movies with this for sure. But yeah, I'm excited to see what this franchise does. Guys, please like and subscribe to all the shit that I have. Also, let me know in the comments what you thought about Predator Badlands. Thanks for watching.